All right, guys, welcome back to the channel. If this is your first time here, my name is James and this is Killing It Country. Can we take a minute and talk about how 2 or 3 days ago it was freezing cold? I was cleaning up from a big snowstorm and now it's like 6 degrees Celsius. Bust out the sunscreen in Canada. What are we doing today? The rear brakes on the Civic are making a god-awful sound. I'm pretty sure they're steel on steel. It's just the way I like them to be before I change them. Anyways, we're gonna dive in there and see what's going on. So if this is what you're here for, stick around, let's do it. Turn some lights on, turn on the air compressor. Let's jack this thing up. I happen to have 2 of these jacks. So it's the rear brakes that are giving me grief. So I'm gonna look at the back only. I don't do the fronts at the same time as the back, but I do the same to the left as I do to the right. All right, let's race. Might as well go as high as I can so I don't have to bend over as far. Winner, winner, chicken dinner. Oh my goodness gracious me. It's just a little worn out. It's just a little worn out. Still grabbing at the top there. So what I'm gonna do right now before I get any further is throw some axle stands under here. Not for my own safety, but to keep the safety police away. You know who you are. Oh yeah, the good ones. 6 tons each. We're good for like 14 Civics. No actual math was used during that calculation. Axle stands are in. You guys can get off the edge of your seats. That's the one. Oh, somebody that knew what they were doing was in there last. Look at all that. Never sneeze. I love when every bolt is stuck in the socket. So you need to put the socket in the vise every time. It's the best. It's the best. Here we go. Next. Oh, there's all sorts of emergency brake things going on with this one too. That's fun. Spinny calipers and spring things and stuff. God, I hope you didn't click on this video to learn something. All right, screwdriver. Might need a second screwdriver. Oh, maybe if I release the parking brake, that would be advantageous. Duh. There we go. So that, taking those 2 bolts out releases the caliper. You can see the piston in there. I'm pretty sure that needs to actually be turned back into place. It's like a self-adjusting threaded piston that works in conjunction with the emergency brake. So as the pads wear, the emergency brake will always feel the same to the operator, if that makes any sense. They actually aren't terrible. I'm obviously putting brand new ones in. And new rotors on the back, and new whatever those thingies are. And probably gonna service the sliders if they're not too bad. Oh, they're not too bad actually. Come on, there's proof. Gotta like it. All right, let's get the rest of this bracket off so we can get the rotor out. What do you call this piece? Is it like a backing plate? I don't know. Can you even believe those are also 14? Stop it. This ratchet is not working very well, and it is a snap-on. You know what that means? Warranty. Sometimes you gotta stand on your head. Oh, spare bit. Don't fix it if it ain't broke. Might need a bigger hammer. Oh, yeah. That ought to do the trick. So I've always found it's best to try to hit right in here. But of course that's tough when you're a big dumb goof like me. So I'm gonna cover these studs up just in case. So the last thing I need is to smash up the end of the threads. Ta-da! Welcome to Canada. The vehicles have one season, and it's called corrosion. That dust shield has seen better days. I'm over it. Maybe I should take the other side apart. And then we go get parts. Some people like to have the parts on standby. I'm not one of those people because this vehicle, the VIN, has two options for some of the brake rotors, and it never seems to fail whenever I go to buy brake parts. I come home with the wrong stuff, and that's really annoying. So I tend to just take the old parts with me in a cardboard box to the auto store and go about it that way. Nice. Nice. Well, at least all I want to know is that they're going to go back, because I don't want to go to the friggin' car place twice. If I need a caliper, I want to get a caliper now. I broke the car.
How so?
It's all in pieces.
Like on purpose?
Pretty nasty looking. Oh, Canada. All right, it's all apart. We're just on the phone to order up some parts. When we get back, we'll start reassembly. All right, so I just picked up those parts. We're looking at, for the two rotors, it was $112.98. I'm not gonna do math while I'm driving, so we'll just put that up on the screen. Divide by 2. And I got the best pads they had, and they were $71.95. I did see on the computer that they gave me a discount. I believe the rotors were supposed to be around 70 bucks each, and the pads I got were supposed to be 100. So what's that? I saved about 30 or 40 bucks, I guess, based on the discount. We've been dealing with those guys for a really long time, and they're pretty good to us. So we'll get this stuff home and start putting this thing back together. Shiny. Done. New spring inside there, which I believe just keeps a bit of pressure on the pads to stop them from shaking and vibrating. I really must get some orange gloves. I say I really must get some orange rubber gloves.
Oh, you don't like that green?
Well, the green, they're like John Deere, right? Man, they sure don't leave a lot of room to work on these back ones with the flex line and the cable for the emergency brake. Of course, you end up having to put a 17mm wrench in there to hold that rubber piece from spinning, because otherwise when you go to put that bolt in, it spins the whole slider and rips the boot. So nice getting the right part. Automotive 101. Picked a good day for this, actually, with the weather being not as awful as it could be. Oh my goodness, is that it? Well, except for putting the tire back on. You're all thinking, put the tire back on, dummy. see how good I am.
Coffee in this cup.
No. Oh, look at that. Come on. NASCAR, here I come. I better torque this correctly, or else the safety police will be at it again. All right. Let's go for a test drive. Okay, if I'm not back in 5 minutes, grab a tow strap and come find me. I'm headed west. Yeah, we'll just get over the crest of this hill and we'll just come on the brakes a little bit and see how they sound, see how they feel. Oh, it's much quieter, but you can still feel the fronts. They're going to be next to go. The rotors are a little bit warped. Oh my goodness, this thing just had a car fire earlier this year, so now it's got a new alternator, a new serpentine belt, a new engine bay wiring harness, underhood insulation. Now it's got pads and rear rotors. For sale, 2015 Honda Civic, $50,000. I know what I got. Completely unrelated to this video, but I'm just running it because I haven't started it in a couple of weeks. So it's been about 3 days since I've done the rear brakes on that car. Julie and I have put about 300 or 400 kilometers on the car since the brake job. No unusual sounds in the back anymore, but now you can start to notice what's going on in the front. C'est la vie. I hope you guys enjoyed that. See you in the next one.